Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Friday sharing of Harmonize to Energize. My name is Terry Matthews. I work here at the Jin Shin Jyutsu International Headquarters in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm purposely reducing my image today because we're having so many reception issues. We hope that they'll be fixed by next week. But so far, we're waiting on technical support. So anyway, welcome all of you. I hope you've had a great week so far, and it will continue to be greater. For those of you that are completely new to Jin Shin Jyutsu, Jin Shin Jyutsu is an art of harmonizing the life energy, or sometimes known as chi or ki, in the body. In Jin Shin Jyutsu, we do that by placing our hands left and right of the spine on what we call safety energy locks, which are the width or size of your own palm. There's 26 to the left, 26 to the right, and each one of them is effectively harmonizing this life force as it goes through the body, because often we block the power and potential of our energy through our thoughts, words, and deeds. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's begin our practices today. And as I have been doing more recently, review the newsletters that I used to send out on self-help called Experience Jin Shin Jyutsu. And there's a nice picture of Mary on this one where she was in Hawaii way back when. And the message of this particular newsletter was a quote from page 22 of what Mary says, by Mary: "I will give you the keys to the heaven within." So the 26 safety energy locks are in fact the keys to the heaven within. And the practices that we're going to do are these. And happily enough, practices for either leg tension or insomnia projects are the same or similar or identical or whatever. And what we do is we practice these processes in alignment with 36 breaths. And we do 4 sets of 9 exhalation inhalations for each individual practice, or you can choose one of these 4 and just concentrate on just that one for the whole 36 breaths. So the first one, I'll go through them. Hopefully you can see me clearly enough. I don't want to risk going large in case it's all a blurry mess. Is holding the ring finger. So you would hold left or right ring finger. And remember, when you're holding fingers, you can check each segment, because each segment represents one aspect of our being. The top segment, the thoughts, the middle, the words, and the bottom, the hips, the deeds. So you can do a little bit of Holmes and Watson, just checking out, see whether they're tight or tighter, left or right, and make your choice. Then we're holding, even though it looks like the 12s, it's actually at the base of the skull. Those bones at the base of the skull. And you can hold them both together, or you can hold them one at a time. Then we can jump or cable safety energy lock 11, which is, I would just put your hand over the left or the right shoulder, just like a coat hanger. Hold it there, and then the right hand will go on the 2, which is on the hip bone, or the left hand will go on the 2, which is the hip bone, for that one. And then finally, the last practice is holding safety energy lock 18, which is the pad of the thumb. Okay. Okay, good. Let's begin. And as I say, I will remain miniature or Minnie Mouse, whatever you want to call me. And for the new people, the process of doing your 9 breaths is we exhale down the front of our body, exhaling from the occipital lobe through the headline, the 15s, to our big toe, from the big toe up to those 2s, which I showed earlier, hip line still, back up to the 4s. And when we're releasing, we're letting go of that which we don't need. The exhale, back. So there's this continual building and purification, so that every second, every minute, we're creating something new. Make sense? All right, let us begin. It's a good idea to sit up as straight as possible if you can. If you need a cush behind you, then put a cush behind you to support your back. Closing your eyes is good because we want to block out any unnecessary sensations. Stun your cell phone because you don't really want to be interrupted. And maybe put a notice on the door that says, "Scram, I'm doing something else." And do not disturb, something like that. All right, let's just exhale, drop shoulders, and allow those shoulders, those boulders on the shoulders, just to sink down from here all the way down to the hip line, down to the toes as you exhale. And you're going to be holding left or right ring finger. And then naturally inhale, which is receive the cosmic purified energy from the toes back through the hip line, back to the head. And that exhale, inhale is one of the 9 breaths. 8 more times. Here we go. You can't hear me, Katie, because I'm not speaking. All right. When you reach the 9th exhalation, inhalation, just slip into neutral. And neutral, to me, is witnessing where you be at this particular moment in time. Just be the observer. How and where are you feeling whatever you're feeling? And there'll be a quality to that feeling which precedes your thinking. Did I say that? There will be a quality to your feeling which precedes your thinking. It's like our emotions trigger our thoughts. But just observe where in the body you might be feeling a corresponding sensation that connects with that feeling. And that's the relationship between the energy of the emotions and the thoughts bus line, and what might need harmonizing in your body. Okay, excellent. So now you can carry on holding left or right ring finger for the next 27 breaths, or you can go to the next practice, which is holding the if you must to hold both at once, take one hand away and just hold one and do this, and do that, and do that. No, whatever is comfortable. Close eyes. Just relax your arms and shoulders, dropping them down. And we begin the 9 exhalation inhalations. Here we go. Breathing out. And as you're exhaling, the energy is moving down, down, down from your head to your toes via the hip line. And it spirals, and it can be golden light, or it might be a mixture of rainbow colors. But as it reaches the toes, feel your connection to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, holding you. And then just receive the breath. Energy at the back. Fours, K. Fours. The door or the window. Actually, the window that lets in more light. This happens to rhyme with door, which is actually number 3. Never mind. Focus. All right, when you reach the 9th exhalation inhalation, again, slip into neutral. Become the witness of where you be at this particular time. Observe. Perhaps the feeling that took you to a part of your body last time has transformed. Perhaps not. Maybe we need to play more in that area. Anyway, the next practice, unless you're going to stay with your ring finger, or maybe you want to stay with the fours, the next practice is hand over the shoulder, right hand in this case with me, and left hand on the back of the on the hip bone here at the back, or on the other side. Do you like my Buddha belly? Yeah, anyway, here we go. Breathing out. 9 exhalation, inhalations. Here we go. Receiving the breath, allowing it to purify up the back of you, so all the spinal centers, back to the head. Spinal centers are often where a lot of the more deeper blockages are. On that stairway to the subtler realms. I'm going to swap that. Fits on your feet, connecting to all the minerals or deep, deep roots that connect you all the way down to the center, to the core. As above, so below. So the core of you is reflected by the core of the center of the earth in some understandings. That's an interesting image, isn't it? All right, and as you come to the 9th exhalation, inhalation, just slip into neutral zone, that 9th depth space of nothing. There may be thoughts still coming, but there's always an emotion that precedes a thought. So again, be aware of what and where and why and how you're feeling. It's information. It's informing you of maybe where you need to harmonize more. And as soon as that emotion becomes neutralized, a good chance those or the different parts of the body are beginning to harmonize too, because you're no longer attached to that feeling of discomfort. Making sense? Okay, good. So the last practice, if you choose to change practices at this point, is the pat of the thumb, pat of the thumb, pat of the thumb. So changing lock number 18. Just hold that, slip it into your groin area, 15 area. Hold left or right. And then beginning again by exhaling, dropping shoulders. You can smile if you weren't already. And just allow all that which you no longer need to transform as it moves through your body all the way to the earth, where Mother Nature compassionately holds you. Jin Shin Jyutsu is an art of compassion. Mother Nature is one of the most obvious examples of compassion, as she supports us in so many ways, not to mention nutrition, nothing else that grows from the earth. Inhale naturally. And then exhale again, dropping those shoulders. Inhale. Receive the breath. Head to toe, skin to bone, bone to skin, toe to head. 4, 15, 7, dog. 7, 15, 4, God. Man's best friend to man's best friend, as Mary would often say. So as you reach the 9th exhalation, inhalation, see how you feel, where you be. And hopefully, although I don't think Mary liked the word hope, perhaps you will feel different than you did 36 breaths ago, holding either one of these practices or doing all 4. And there are other ways of balancing issues around insomnia, but these 4 I plucked from a list. For you with that leg tension as well. Yeah. Always experiment, I feel, with Jin Shin Jyutsu. Now mind can go, I wanted this, and yes, she probably did at that time, but she was a great experimenter too. And she continued to learn and grow with Jin Shin Jyutsu because it is an organic art. It's an innate art, and we change, don't we? So think about that as you practice. Oh, and congratulations for being here and practicing. It takes a little discipline, so congratulate yourself and give yourself a hug. One hand, cross your hands. One hand will go, right hand go to the left side of shoulder blade, and the other one to the right. And then the thumbs underneath the shoulder girdle. And then just exhale all the way down. It's all good, isn't it? Smiling away here. So I'm just going to leap into seeing what's going on in the Jinshin world generally. I'm going to turn screen share on, and we're going to have a quick look at what's happening in the Jin Shin world. Oh, and look who's coming tomorrow. And guess who's hosting her? Me, myself, I, with Chandra. Juice from Spain, the delightful doctor, the delightful MD from Spain. And her online event will be on digestion, 2-hour webinar, taking care of the energy, nurturing the mind, Jin Shin Jyutsu helping in times of mental challenges. And in this webinar, we explore the relationship the mind has with the spirit and the body. You can register either today by clicking there, credit card, or PayPal, click there. So I'll be there tomorrow, 2 p.m. New York time. Hopefully, some of you will be coming too. Did I use that word, hopefully? The organic conversations, the self-help study groups with Maria continue. October the 15th, that's today, yes, every week up until the 29th. And, it's October the 9th in Australia, Singapore, and New Zealand. Register today, and replays available, which reminds me, there's all of these. And then October the 29th is back to Choose MB, Living the Art in Spanish. There are all the times are in Buenos Aires, and here are all the times, and your organizer, Gamin, Gamed, Renault, Abizaya. Did I just say that? No offense meant. Contact there to register. All right, well, that's all from that. Oh, can you see me? Hopefully it's not a blur. Let me know if this was better or not. Anyway, I wish you all well. Hopefully next Wednesday we'll be back with a live presentation, a story from somebody sharing their inspiring experience with Jin Shin Jyutsu. But if we're still having problems with reception, it may actually be a replay, unless I go miniature again like I did today. So let me know how it was. And I wish you all the best for the rest of the day, the weekend, and beyond. Until next time, take care, be well. And as some people say, namaste, my soul acknowledges your soul. Au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, cheerio, bye-bye, ta-ta, and see you later, Gator.